daggone it. I need an ice cube again.
I'll get you one.
From the...
All right, this is the Highball podcast.
I'm not looking.
Highball podcast, episode 13.
First try.
All right,
Let's cut the other two out.
So what we're doing here, this is a very untypical start for us. Just throw it in the sink. Oh, that's fine.
I could have done it.
Rena's moving the camera. This is going to be a catastrophe. We are regressing in our podcast abilities right now.
He said, let's structure it. And here we are just fecking it up, boys. I love it.
All right. Highball podcast, episode 13. We're in a little bit different order, yeah. He thinks he can make a better old fashioned than me. I said, no, you can't. So we're both making old fashions here. And we're going to have her judge.
I am the judge and jury.
And executioner.
You won't be mad when your lady says mine's better, bub?
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little scared because you're using that Russell Reserve rye.
And that
Single
is...
barrel.
And I know that ryes are notoriously good in old fashions.
Not only that, but Russell is notoriously my favorite.
Yes.
So...
But I'm using 00, so...
It pays off.
So it's a bold move. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with 1/4 of whatever this is of simple syrup.
That's sugar water.
Because you don't want too much of it in there with the ice.
Forgot to make the...
And now I'm going to put...
More simple syrup.
just keep putting simple syrup. 1.5 of these of Russell Rye. Single barrel.
Look at that steady hand.
All right. Oh, whoa.
Look at the determination on his face.
This is why I'm the poor guy.
I'm so nervous. All right. So you get that.
Are you sure you want to put that much in there? It looks like a lot.
It's what's in the recipe.
Don't let him get to your head.
Yeah, I don't care, bub.
It's
Now the
competition.
bitch. I ain't gonna to. Don't have it, get it.
Oh, is that a fresh crack too?
I don't know. 5 to 7.
Looks like a soy sauce bottle. 1, 2.
How many was that, Shad?
5 to 7, for sure.
Do that. Bump of cherry juice.
How much is a bump?
Yeah, you won't see. It's just gonna be a little bit. So I don't use that fancy maraschinos there. I just use this sticky looking stuff. Because that's what you do.
Looks like liquid jam.
There you go, Bo.
I'm afraid I'm just gonna
This
throw
is
it
a
in there.
serious ordeal right here. He wants to win this.
All right, so now this is where I need to do my stuff here with my orange.
Now, don't cut your finger there. We know you.
We don't need another nub on that hand. Oh, interesting.
So you'll notice that some of it's already cut there. That was from my first attempt at filming this video.
This is take 2. Wow.
He's slicing stuff.
So you want to put, I believe I said, hey, work this stupid bastard. 2 to 3 bumps of this
1, 2, 3. Perfect.
directly in there. So
Okay.
you do that. All right. So we're about done.
Okay.
All we do is we take this big bastard.
Shad is really following a recipe for roast.
He's killing it. Well, Bubby, all you gotta do is push it out from the bottom.
I'm trying.
Screw that piece of ice.
All right, so you get that in there.
All right.
Then I stir that. I'm not good at cooking. I'll go tell you all that right now.
This isn't cooking.
You're doing great. You're doing
So
great.
I'm gonna take this.
Okay.
You want to mix this? You want to stir it about 50 times.
Okay.
50 times.
Are you
what-
counting?
No,
Oh. Okay.
but that's just what you want to do.
Look at that steady wrist.
You know, this is hard to do sitting down, actually.
It is a little
You
weird
can stand
doing
up
it
if you
sitting
need
down.
to walk it off a little bit.
Well, and I'm gonna have to stand up here in a second for the pour. All right, so you get that nice and stirred up, right?
All right, here we go.
God damn it!
He's not messing around.
You can just pull it up. It'll come up. There you go.
There you go.
All right, so now get a cherry in there, just like so.
You're doing great.
Nice.
Nice.
You're not supposed to get that cherry juice in there, but that's fine.
Ew. So what is the purpose of the 2 glasses?
Oh, God damn it. You stir it with the ice, and then you don't put it in there. Oh. It's a chill stir.
Interesting.
And then you take this bastard right here.
Here's the thing, though, is I don't typically see chill stirs on an old fashioned.
That's what I do.
That's what.
That's what you do, bub.
That's what I do. And
All
here
right.
you go.
All
That is
right.
pledge.
That
I don't
is.
know how I feel about that name.
was a disaster.
There is pledge. Now it's time for me to bring out my arsenal again. All right, let me show y'all how
All
to
right,
make.
contestant number 2. What is your name, sir?
I'm Chad Ochocinco.
Hello, Chado, and what are you making for us today?
I'm making the best sweet old fashioned.
Oh, did your old fashioned have the best in the title?
That's exactly what I set out to make. I'm going to tell you that. Not the sweetest, but the best.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Like pure shea, pure cane, brown sugar. Pure cane. This is brown sugar, but it says
Okay.
pure cane on it.
How do you
I
know,
don't
that it's brown sugar? You saying that because it's brown?
Now, see, here's the problem I've run into is, there we go. I need a little one because I know Rena doesn't like it too sweet. So you take this, throw it in there.
All right.
Take these bitters here, 2 dashes. 1, 2.
Oh, just 2.
Just 2, because this one comes out a little faster than.
Bitched at me for putting 5 to 7 in there. You just put daggone 13 in there. What are you doing, bub?
Oh, now.
Whoa. Okay, to be fair, this is his second round of making this. That was Shad's first.
He's got way better form than me. I was so nervous, all that shit in front of me. Golly.
I actually think it might need one more dash of bitters.
How can you tell, sir? Shadow.
It needs to be a little bit more diluted in there.
Diluted. Did
Wait, so-
use a big word?
So is your... Nothing. You're
What?
doing good. Nothing. I have nothing to say.
Now I need my
What you looking for?
old limestone water.
Oh, you mean this? Old limestone?
Old
Kentucky-
limestone.
Kentucky limestone
mixing
filter?
water. Limestone distilled. Where's my jigger? Bring it back.
Isn't jigger a bug?
That's a chigger.
That's it. Mix this until all that water and sugar are mixed together properly.
Looks like backer spit.
Backer spit.
It might look like backer spit, but I
Backer
guarantee
spit?
it don't taste like no backer spit.
I barely know her spit.
Alright, I think that's good right there.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do you know you're using the correct end of the muddle?
Well, this one right here looks like it's a female pleasure device. And then this one looks like it's the bottom of a shoe. Yes.
Does it vibrate?
No. You can make it vibrate. I'm using Shad's. God damn it. There we go.
Shad has a question.
What is it, Shad? What is your
I was
question?
going to ask, is mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? I need someone to please get me my D20 ice cube out of there.
I can do that for you, bub. You want me to throw it high or low?
Ooh, we have audience participation.
High. Because this is a highball podcast.
Oh.
One-handed it. Now, because we're D&D players, this is a D20 ice cube. See, you haven't got the numbers on it. You looked close enough.
Is there a crack in that cube?
There is a crack. I'm a little worried about it, but you see, you take your spoon here and to stop it from splashing. Put that right in there like that. Ooh.
See, I didn't know you had bigger ice cubes, or I would have used that for my stern.
Well, come prepared. Bring your
Stern
own
like
ice
Howard
cubes.
Stern?
All right, now we go in for the cherry. Take one cherry and about a spoonful of this here, a little bit less of this juice.
That glob juice.
That glob juice. Now, see, it's all on top of the ice cube, so I got to turn the ice cube around a little bit.
I noticed neither of you have blessed your old fashions yet.
Oh, I'm blessing
I'll take that
mine
into
at the end.
consideration.
I don't know what that means.
However you would like to bless yours, you can. Okay.
All right. Heck yeah, you blessed it. Now we going to put 2 ounces. So that was 1 ounce of old limestone mixing water. I put 2 ounces of bourbon in there.
I'm Blade Rocking. I know exactly what I need to put in there.
Glug, 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 glug. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, I was waiting for you to.
Oh no, he made it sound like a poop anyways. Anyway, just threw it in there.
I give it one more little mix up there. Now, change this up a little bit from the last part because I realized I did it too early.
Oh.
But now you take your orange slice, and I think I'm going to do this even better the second time. You don't need a whole orange, you just need the slice.
You can buy orange slices at orangeslices.com.
Spritz that on there.
Not sponsored.
Oh,
You
there's
take
the
this
camera.
peel here, you rim it,
Don't say that.
and then you curl it, and you garnish.
Wow.
Now, for the extra special a little bit, you take some of this here wood.
What do you think the price difference would be at a bar for his and mine?
Price difference and wait time
Yeah.
would be.
But mine is part of the performance.
Like,
It is.
This bartender's like losing money because he's like,
No, is he losing money or is he getting a bigger tip?
This is like a Goodfellas
'Cause
bartender.
I got fire.
Ugh.
That
The whole
is-
place just goes
that
up.
is pretty cool.
Okay.
I almost burnt myself.
Ooh.
I give it a second one here because the second one is always better.
You can put your weed in there.
Weed infused bourbon, old fashions.
All right, well mine's
Maybe
ready.
Jennifer would be on for that one.
Are we ready for the judge?
I think we're ready. All right, I guess you come over here while I taste them.
Yep. That's how we do it, boys. Let's.
All right. I get my taste buds rolling here.
Hey, Blade Rock, I'm gonna be a gentleman, but yours looks like shit.
I wonder whose is whose. I don't know. I'm gonna start with Shad's because it's been sitting a little. Oh no, should I start with yours?
You start with whichever one you want.
Okay.
Pull the
Start with
trigger.
this one. Smells like smoke. Smells like apple wood smoke.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a bold move.
It's a good old fashioned.
That is very good. Not too sweet. I was concerned about it being too sweet.
Yeah.
but-
Did you make it the same way as that one earlier?
Yeah, same way.
You've made 3 today.
Yeah.
Made
He does
3
have that
old-fashioned.
advantage. He does have that
Son of a bitch.
advantage.
Well, that's not my fault that the recording messed up.
All right. That was delicious.
Also fair.
I'm also very familiar with this old fashioned because he makes it all the time. For me. Very good. Very good.
Now I'm curious about this one
All right.
because I want to try this one as well.
I think the car handled real good.
Okay, this is more orangey. What's the word?
Citrus.
Citrusy.
About getting goddamn tedious.
Now I will say, the concern I'm worried about is that she doesn't usually like simple syrup. So I'm curious, but you do have the rye on your side, so
Yeah.
And I want her to be honest about this. If mine's not as good as yours, I don't want her to say it is.
This is shocking that both of these are considered old fashions. I actually want you guys to try these back to back. Have you tried his old fashioned?
Yeah, I had one earlier. He hasn't tried mine, so
Oh yeah, you try that one. Now try yours. It is like it's like two different cocktails.
That is lemon pledge.
Yeah,
It is citrusy.
I don't know. I like the citrus more than I do that's why I put all the orange stuff in
The
it.
sweet.
No.
I mean, yeah.
I like that more for my taste.
That's also the difference between a bourbon old fashioned and a rye old fashioned. So you're gonna have one that's a little bit sweeter, and the rye is gonna have a little bit more pepper. But that's just lemon pledge. I did get a little piece of pulp in there too, though, but that was pretty good.
That's what I set out to make.
So it is hard because I do like lemon and he doesn't.
Yeah, I hate lemon.
I love lemon. I love lemon desserts, lemon pancakes, lemon fries, lemon shrimp, lemon.
You want to know, I know she's struggling with this because she thinks yours is more like something she would like, but that one over there is also fire.
Okay, here's what I'm trying to put myself in the place of. If I went out and ordered these two drinks, which one I would like better? And which one I would reorder when I go back?
You can probably order 3 of them all by the time you would want to hear.
I mean, you're right, but that's why I'm a mixologist. And
I could have made that better. I usually do make that better, I will say. 100%.
This is really difficult. Difficult, lemon difficult. Not easy peasy lemon squeezy.
It's a good thing she did there.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay. On the matter... Okay, can I get a tatali tatali tatita?
Tatali, 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 tatali. Tatali, 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 da. Tatali, tatali, da.
Okay. On the matter
good.
of cocktails that I would order and like better, I think I have to give it to Lemon Pledge.
Woo! Woo! Let's go!
I'm sorry. Don't break up with me.
Oh.
Just because I think this is refreshing and I wouldn't get tired of that citrusy. This is also a little bit, it's like spicier. I think it's probably good because of the rye.
I knew I should have.
And
Put a shit ton in there too.
This is very syrupy. And I know that for one glass, I would like this, but I wouldn't order it again after drinking it once. Whereas this has a higher drinkability rate. That's my opinion.
That is all fair things you just said.
They're all fair things, but I think if somebody else was in this competition, they'd pick mine.
Yeah, maybe we do need a...
Are you insinuating somebody, or
I'm insinuating maybe next week when we have Stacy on here, we should do the same thing and see what he thinks.
I do think it really falls to preference because they're so different. It would be different if you guys were sort of following a somewhat similar recipe, but I don't know. They're so different.
I will say, in my defense here, usually I don't use double oak. Usually I use bullet rye, but I did not have any bullet rye, and I didn't know that until I got home.
So are you asking for a rematch?
No,
well, in my defense, this is an away game for me. I didn't have my tools that I usually have. Jennifer wasn't there to cut my orange.
Aww.
That was the hardest part, really, because I usually got my own little slice of that skin there, and I didn't. And that's why you got pulp on the rim there. That's not normal.
I usually pride myself on making bomb old fashioned, so I'm a little.
And he does.
My pride is.
He does.
See,
My pride's very hurt.
I did have to put aside the familiarity of this because this reminds me of what got me into bourbon is him experimenting with old fashions.
I mean, that is
So I
basically
had to put
what
that
got me
aside.
into bourbon.
Yeah, I remember you was making them all the time.
Because I
You was
was
doing
making
different.
old-fashions
You got
every
like
single
different
night.
bitters and stuff.
Yeah, I got like orange bitters,
Crazy.
and what I almost did? Hold on, I want to try something real quick. Now, I was considering doing this from the get-go.
I told him not to change anything because
Told me I shouldn't change anything, but...
Oh, that is a lot.
This does make
Interesting. Oh, what he's doing here is adding chocolate bitters.
can't accept the loss.
Can't accept defeat.
Now, I was... might be too sweet for you.
I thought the smell of that stuff was very sweet.
It's good. It's very chocolatey. It's good. It's good.
I think I like that.
That's not for me, dog.
Really? I love it.
Whoa, what the fuck? That is not for me. It's not bad, per se. Perhaps not for me. It is.
Well put, Chad.
No, that fucked me up. I couldn't even talk.
So for the first time, probably ever, she's picking a rye over a bourbon in an old fashioned.
When I come up with this award-winning recipe, I was drunk.
Wait, this is your own recipe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were reading it offline.
No,
he literally called it lemon pledge.
I literally have...
Because he said, that's lemon pledge.
I literally have a picture from my fridge, and that's my recipe.
That makes me feel worse.
Look.
That's why it's hard to...
Mine. My recipe
That's so funny.
is in my mixology log. All wrote out nice
So,
and neat.
do I get points in the book for that?
What book?
The points for this thing. I think I get points for it. I haven't won anything. You kiss my ass. I think I should get points.
But she wasn't even in it, so she didn't even get the chance for points.
She's winning though.
So what? She gets 2 points, I get 1 for second? Or sorry, you get 2 points, I get 1 for second, and she gets none? Because she was just tasting it?
Leads ahead of you guys.
She gets 1 for participation.
You're literally 3 points ahead of us.
Yeah, and that's a lot. 3 is more than none.
I think she gets 1 for participation.
And I get none?
Yes.
No, we're not doing that.
I need points, dog. What the
All right,
shit?
let's flip the coin. Fine, flip the coin.
Okay.
Flip the coin.
All right.
The coin will decide.
Does Shad get points for this? Oh, bad flip. Yes.
Oh.
No.
No, I think rule book rules are what it lands on your hand is the final, right?
Oh, do we have...
It literally, the coin was like, no, sir, and slid off his hand and went to no. All right, I think it's just got to be a reflip.
Reflip. I think that we'll have to call
All right.
for a reflip.
I'll flip it better this time. Will Shad get points?
Oh. It did the exact opposite that time. It was on no. I'm flipping it.
I keep missing them.
Now you have to ask it if a third flip will be allowed because this is we're testing the
This is
safety.
insanity.
This is like better than the Super Bowl. Is a third flip allowed? No. So points are
on a
allowed.
yes. It landed on a yes on the end on the last one.
Last one was a yes. Night is not.
I don't care. I just wanted points. God damn it.
It's because he
Well,
shaped
give
his
him
beard.
some points then.
It's on a yes right now. I'm just
Okay, how about I will be the mediator.
I got
how
the
about,
points. I'm just going to give it to him.
No, how about since it wasn't an official blind, which is what we do the points for, it's just 1 point.
Let's do no points.
No points.
I'll accept no points.
We're back to
I'll accept no points. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Highball Media Podcast Episode 13.
I'll get you boys back later.
All right. Now we have some delicious.
Old Fashions. And her second place is what she's drinking because I had to make 2 of them because they
so mad at me.
messed up the recording.
Sorry, buddy.
Said I'm shaving my mustache off.
I think it looks. You shouldn't shave the mustache, bud. I'm not even your lady. If it makes you feel any better, I would have picked mine over yours too.
does that make him feel better?
I don't know.
If it makes you feel any better, anyone would have picked mine over yours.
I think a rematch is in order, and I'm calling you out for a rematch when I have exactly what I usually put in there.
I think that's fair.
All right, that's fine.
I think that's fair.
I'll make this thing all day.
I'm going to go into halftime, make some adjustments, and come back out.
All right.
I like it.
I think we learned some important lessons today.
Relationships mean nothing.
I'm glad, because I was like, she was sitting there debating. I was like, I'm going to lose. She's going to say a lot of nice stuff. Like, I would order this again. But, and then I was like, well, that's fine.
Guys, I really had to take myself out of my body for that one.
I think you did it fairly.
I was thinking about if I was at a bar and I was ordering these 2 drinks. That was the gauge for it.
Which bartender would you tip more?
Him, for sure. Sorry, Shad.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely fair.
Who wins presentation?
Yeah.
The man's going to make 2 drinks of the night. He's going to need them tips.
After 2 drinks, he's got to clock out. That was his shift.
You know what I got a plan for next time. I'm gonna really start experimenting now, because I've been off the game for about 3 months with old fashions, and now I'm about to start hyping it up. I'm about to start burning shit. Yeah, you heard me. I'm about to start burning shit. More than just that. The smoker.
I don't know what that means. You want to smoke your oranges?
I'm gonna caramelize my bourbon.
I'm just.
He knows that I like a drink that's caramelized, so.
I'm just gonna buy more Russell.
He's gonna buy lemon pledge and spritz it in the glass.
What if I get a lemon instead of an orange and do it?
That would be interesting, especially with. I feel like it would make
wild,
it like tangy.
It would. It'd be like real sour and shit.
Especially with a rye.
No.
Making face over. You're over cooking your bourbon. You're gonna make fun of my stuff.
It is hard to, because he's making it to my taste, and we have basically opposite tastes.
I think that all the little white girls in the world who like sweet drinks would pick mine.
I think what you do is you make what you like, Blair Rock.
You're right. And that's probably still my favorite old fashioned, because it is hyper sweet. And
it is.
You really don't even probably need sugar in it.
It's also, I remember thinking this when I was first drinking old fashions, how it changes as the ice melts. It's very good right now.
So I was actually wondering why you muddle your sugar with your bitters instead of with water and then add bitters.
So I do that because I like to. Technically, you don't even have to like. You can just muddle up the cube on its own,
right,
and crush it up. But I like to put the bitters on it first, so it like crushes easier, and I get more of an more even crush on it. And then I add my water in, and it stirs better too. So, whatever.
You got beat by a handicapped person.
Yeah, I'm a handicap.
I've even got an orange peel in mine.
Listen, if Jennifer was here to cut the orange for me, this would look way better. For real.
I'm going to get little toothpicks for mine and stick the cherry on the...
I do that at the house.
Wow.
Wow.
I really do.
Didn't come prepared and still won.
This is your home turf. You know?
That was a great experience for me. But... All
right.
Now
now we can actually get on with the podcast here. We're going to do some news. Rena has the article.
I do. Yes, you're right. I do.
This is a new little section we were going to try, see how you guys feel about it, doing like some bourbon news for the week in the podcast.
Am I over 21? Yes. Okay. Woodford Reserve has appointed its first female master distiller. Men of the podcast, how do we feel about that?
Well, here's the thing. I don't care whether...
Here's the thing. I am sexist, but...
I'm not sexist. I don't care it's male or female, but the only female master distilled bourbon I've ever had is that Castle and Key, and it tastes like shit. So right now, women, you're not in my favor, but I'm hoping that she can pull some stuff out of.
I would like to counter that, ladies. You can do anything. Wow. Anything a man can do, you can do, ladies.
Yeah. Beat up on Blah Rock
if you're a man in there and that master distiller is trying to move a barrel and she's struggling, don't help her because she can do whatever you can do.
Don't help the women.
They don't want it. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
We don't want it.
You know what? This is what I think. Jimmy Russell, you just keep doing what you're doing.
I feel like a master distiller. Yeah, Jimmy Russell's a beautiful person, probably.
I'll put a picture of him up.
Yeah, he's beautiful. As a master distiller, you're mainly like the taste maker, right? Like you're making the decisions. You're running the place, right? And you're like, you have a taste team, but do you not just make the decisions based on what your taste team's telling you and stuff? So you're just facilitating the product, right?
So what is your responsibility exactly if you have like a taste team?
You're the decision maker.
So it's like, should I just...
I don't know.
What does a master distiller do?
I'm pretty sure a master distiller has the final say-so on everything.
That's what I'm saying. But there is literally taste teams and stuff.
Yeah, there are taste teams, but they have the final say-so. So if they're like, this is shit, you're fired. All right. Let me try another one.
I'm just saying, I trust a woman being a decision-making taste taster.
Okay, a master distiller oversees the creation of spirits and or liquors. It is a senior position and involves a wide range of responsibilities, including managing staff, overseeing the production line, product development, quality control, product testing, and sourcing raw materials. So she gathers the corn herself.
She's out there farming.
She's out there farming the corn. Wow.
So they're literally like a plant manager.
Both
like they're just
plant and plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elizabeth McCall offers some insight on the current state of whiskey industry. Earlier this week, it was announced that Elizabeth McCall was taken on the role of master distiller as Woodford Reserve. Oh, is she replacing somebody? I thought she was just being added.
No, she's replacing Chris Morris.
Yeah. This guy right here. This is probably his last master collection.
That is actually.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know, that's a possible moneymaker on that bottle right there. That's his last master collection.
Does it have his name on it?
Probably on the
it's right here.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
I bet that last bottle he made got him fired.
So she is the third person to hold that title in the brand's history. Interesting. Oh, McCall has a long history at Brown-Forman, the parent company of Woodford. So she's been in the Woodford family.
Good for you, Allison. You're doing good.
Elizabeth. Close
Elizabeth.
enough. Good for you, Mary. Anyways, she transitioned to assistant master distiller in 2018, and Morris has been mentoring her over the past 5 years to prepare her for this new role. The man is a genius, she told Robb Report. His knowledge is expansive to so much more than just the process of making whiskey.
Oh, it's expansive.
Oh, I'll bet it is. I'll bet it is. His penis is huge, and no, I'm just kidding.
It's like her quote.
I love when he dips it in the bourbon.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I'm sorry, Allison.
How to get your wife to like Bourbon 101.
That's cool. That is cool.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to skim. So it looks like she's a big fan of him. However, if I have to pick just a few lessons I've learned from him, I would say the following. Keep the brand focused. Keep the focus on the liquid, and never sacrificing quality. Amen. And I think that's a life lesson for all of us.
And I would like to add that when the frost is upon the pumpkin, it's time for Dickie Duncan.
Well, where do you come up with this shit?
My buddy told me. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No. All right. I think that's pretty much it.
That's it for news
Oh, she
about
said
bourbon.
we currently have the next 10 plus years planned out and will continue to add to that list every year. Wow.
Dang.
You know, honestly, like I was saying earlier, I do feel like Woodford's a little bit stale as a distillery.
So this might bring some
So,
freshness.
yeah, honestly, maybe she does bring in some new ideas.
I hope that I inspire other women to go for roles while she's pregnant with her second kid.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Interesting.
That kid. Wait a minute. How can she be a master distiller and be pregnant?
How is she
Pregnant.
tasting these? Pregnant. How is baby formed?
How is Babby formed?
Yes, I think maybe now. I don't know what a master distiller does at all.
Overseas plant production.
This just blew us for a loop with that one sentence there. I mean, so you're going to be the master distiller and not taste the product? Maybe just a sippy
I would say
sip.
for the next year, everything's already.
Well, maybe just a sippy sip ain't going
She
to hurt
said,
the
I
baby.
hope that I inspire other women to go for roles while family planning and don't see that as a hindrance. Maybe she just does one of those
Yeah,
and then spits it.
yeah, maybe.
Doesn't seem like she's very good at doing
Which
that.
I think you can drink.
You can't get pregnant from not spitting.
I think that you can drink a little bit while pregnant, right? Because don't they say a glass of red wine during pregnancy
Keeps
is
the
good?
doctor away. Oh, yeah.
It probably does keep the doctor. Well, drinking whiskey every day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, that's
I
what they
did
say.
read that. I read that.
You read that too?
I read that 2
I knew that.
ounces of bourbon a day can fight off dementia.
2 ounces of bourbon? 1 shot a day?
Yeah.
How many shots do you do a day?
I
He's
usually-
like, I'm never having dementia.
Like that, how full that is right there?
Yeah.
They're just straight bourbon.
Yeah.
It's a shad pour.
I might have 2 of those a day. Maybe. Through the week.
God dang.
That's not that much.
It's a lot for me. I probably have that much in the whole week.
Really?
I do not consider myself a feminist. I'm actually anti-feminist. I hate women. But it's exciting for me. I think that's cool.
I think Woodford needs a change, so.
Yeah.
I don't think Chris Morris was bringing the juice.
Well, we're about to find out.
Now, have you tried any of the other Master Collection?
I have not, but I heard
neither.
last year's was abysmal.
So, let's see what you did.
We're about to see how this bottle is. I'm hoping it's delicious because I have alternative reasons.
So, what is this bottle?
Oh, man, this is going to be a good pop right here. I could feel it in that cork.
So, it is called Historic Barrel. What's it called?
Historic barrel
Entry.
which means it went into the barrel at 100 proof. I'm pretty
But
sure.
what is the final proof?
90.4, I believe. Yep.
It's crazy. I think Woodford needs more proof points.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, they do have a 128 proof, but
I guess this goes without saying. I just didn't think about it. She already had sort of influence over this by being assistant master distiller. She's mentioned in this.
It smells amazing. That's what I was thinking. Like, what's the age on this?
that's also a 700 milliliter bottle, which is kind of weird. But I like the bottle, actually.
It's non-age stated, right?
You know what that bottle is? It's like they took the Woodford bottle and squished it this way instead of squishing it that way for the double.
That's all they're doing for their bottles. Now they're just going to start doing like diagonal down. So we have one-shouldered bottles.
It's weird that it doesn't. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
We found
All right. Aroma. Well, before I read it, what are we?
cherries.
Okay, I will say I saw this when I was glimpsing at it. It said vanilla, and it is very.
I was
vanilla.
going to say vanilla, but then I smelled something else weird. Am I dumb, or does this smell similar to that daggone weed that we just tried?
It does.
It does.
I think it does.
I don't think so. I think it's darker smelling.
But I still get that earthy smell to it.
Yeah. It smells older.
So am I just getting a dusty smell instead of a grassy smell?
Maybe.
I definitely get, like, I got, like, Old Barn smell. Cloves.
Bless you.
Hey, inside an old barn.
Yeah.
Where a monster's hiding. A spooky monster.
It's a little spooky spook.
A little spooky monster in there.
Well, did you know Pokemon are real?
Pokemon are real. So, did you tell her about this?
No, I did.
So, we was walking out, and I don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon myself. I was like, you think if the Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy and a Pokemon trainer got in a fight, who'd win? Ooh. So, Slushy opens up. He's like, well, Pokemon are real, so...
I see a Snorlax every other day.
I mean, I understand what he was trying to say is Yu-Gi-Oh! They're in the anime world. Yu-Gi-Oh! They're holograms. Pokemon are actual.
I just took it in stride, things. Like, okay, well, Pokemon are real. They are going to beat Yu-Gi-Oh! So, okay.
That's the only point you needed to make there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I get a real smoky and oaky flavor off this.
Get a hint of leather.
And some cherries.
Clove.
Do you get cinnamon? Actually, for real?
Dang it, I tried it, sorry. Oh.
Let's not take her reaction.
Do you smell cinnamon, though? For real?
Well, maybe a hint. It smells like nutmeg. That is a different taste.
I love that.
That is actually
nutty.
That is a very different bourbon.
It's like bourbon infused pears. It's so pear forward on the finish. Pear or apple. It's a stone fruit finish. Like it's almost like a scotch that I would like. It's very fruit heavy on the finish.
That's a good bottle.
You get like a bitter at the end of that as well.
Yeah, a little bit. But that fruitness, it's almost like not even the fruit, it's like the peel.
I've never tried a bourbon that's as fruity as that. Wow. I get guava kind of too.
No, I don't get no guava. I don't know what you're talking about there.
I can see on the pears. Still, I think there's nuts in there. There's daggone nuts in this.
Apple and pears is the main things that I get. That's good.
I'm not getting any kind of nuts.
Not getting any kind of nuts. I'm getting like a naked cashew.
No, I don't get that.
A naked cashew.
I'm not safe for word cashew.
Yeah.
NSFW cashew.
Like just a plain cashew, ain't salted or nothing. Just a nut.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I do see the pear though. This is weird.
It is very weird, but I like it.
Because I want to say like that pear and all that you're tasting is from the grassy smell, and it just, I don't know if this is aged longer or what it is. It just transformed it into that.
Go to that website I sent you and see if it has anything else on it that the card didn't cover.
We haven't read the card yet, but I can do that. Oh.
See, I don't know if it has the age statement or anything on it.
Okay.
This is good.
It is.
Do you think this is worth the price good?
I think that I would put this better than some of the Blue Run Flight series, so I'm going to say yes.
Fair. It's kind of one-dimensional, though.
But it's different, too.
It's very different.
It's different than any other bourbon I've ever tried. So I think, and especially if you're a collector of the master collections, this is definitely one to get. Or if you're a Woodford fanboy, this is definitely one to get.
Fair.
It also makes me happy because some other people have resorted to already selling theirs, and makes me real happy that it's a good bottle.
Okay. Something interesting here. The barrel entry standard, or the barrel entry proof standard, was set in 1962 is 125 proof. The barrel entry is 100 proof, so it's lower. So he says a lower entry proof seems counterintuitive when one thinks of getting more flavor from the new charred barrel. In fact, many of the barrel extractives we desire are more water soluble than they are alcohol. So basically the flavor transfers better is what he's saying with the lower proof in water than it does alcohol. By having a lower entry proof, in other words, more water in the barrel than Woodford Reserve Standard 110 proof entry, we will result in richer, sweeter characteristics being absorbed from the barrel's famed red layer. Which I think explains why that pear, whatever we're all getting, is so forward.
Yeah, that fruit and naked cashews.
Yeah.
Take another sip of that. It gets better.
It is getting better.
Like, the more I'm sipping on it, I'm like, that is, every time I sip on it, I want to change the score.
I'm getting more vanilla now.
I could see vanilla for sure.
I'm getting,
especially on the initial taste, but that overall note is definitely like you said, some type of rock fruit.
Aroma. Vanilla bean, dried apple dusted with nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon with a hint of cocoa.
I was close with cinnamon. You hit it with nutmeg.
I nailed it with nutmeg.
I said clove. Roasted coffee and hazelnut softened into notes of dark cherry and plum muddled with spearmint. I actually do. So a lot of these blue runs said coffee, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but I can actually pick it up in this. No,
I can't believe I pulled nutmeg out of my ass.
It's fair.
Rich toasted. The taste is rich toasted oak is tempered by overripe banana and medley of cooked berry fruits, hints of leather, coffee, and baking spice trail into minty dark chocolate. I definitely get the dark chocolate.
Taste leather.
It's kind of leathery finish with some bananas that are aged at just the right amount. Did you see what I did there? Just the ripe amount.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Maybe that actually is overripe bananas and not pears. Banana is such a staple.
Overripe is that green banana or black banana?
Black banana.
Black. It's like that banana.
That's just regular ripe. Overripe is like black banana.
Maybe that is. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's because I love bananas. And that's, I swear every sip that I take is getting better and better.
It is very good.
This is actually delicious.
Should we smell the ripe banana? Don't do anything suggestive with it, though.
This is clove.
Yeah, I gave him the banana. I eat the peel, so could you not?
I'll just sniff all over it. My bad.
No, I'm kidding. I don't eat it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Whoa, what is this? Is this clove again? God damn,
Gotcha.
Every time this comes around.
Oh, man. So, take a sip and smell that at the same time.
I was expecting nutmeg to come around.
I don't have nutmeg.
So she just gave us clove again.
I thought it was a little cinnamon hint to it.
What if she just gave us bay leaves?
You know you're not supposed to eat those.
Yeah.
Did you?
Just eating bay leaves?
Yeah, Jennifer would put them in soup and just leave them in there.
Oh,
yeah, you do that, but you pick it out.
So it's her fault, not mine.
I leave it in my spaghetti sauce, but when I see it in my spaghetti, I go, oh, and I push it off to the side.
I thought it was just a season, so I'd eat that.
Oh, I'm not an animal. And then takes it out and puts it off to the side.
No, me, I ate that.
Did you get that?
I mean, at least there's no waste.
So when you sipped that and smelled it, did you get it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is delicious stuff. Do you think it drinks like a higher proof than it is? Is that fair to say? Or do you think it I think it like a little bit higher.
It does. It gives it me off like maybe like a 100, 101 proof, maybe around that. It definitely doesn't taste like a 90 proof.
No, like you actually get a little alcohol punch to it.
Yeah. I am very happy that I got that bottle.
Yeah. And I'm glad we have one to keeps.
Yeah, because I was looking at maybe selling either my or her bottle, and then now I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to keep that thing.
It's such a different experience for bourbon too.
That is weird.
That's the main thing with me is that is vastly different than other bourbons. And that's why I like turkey so much, is because turkey's so different from other bourbons that I would be able to pick out of a blind easily.
Because it's so distinct.
You say that?
Yeah. I really do think that you could give me 3 different alcohols and I could pick that one
You
out.
want to wager points on that?
Are we wagering points now?
At some point, I think we put that in a blind.
I think
without
we do
you
too.
knowing about it.
Okay. Oh, you're saying without me even knowing that it's a possibility.
That it's in the lineup.
I mean, yeah. All right, let's do it.
All right. You have to facilitate that.
The only thing that might happen with that is I might be like, I know this, but I won't be able to pinpoint it just because I haven't tasted enough.
I think you'll be able to.
But that's a pretty distinct
It actually is. That's really good.
That's almost as distinct as like double oak.
Yeah.
If you had double oaked in a lineup, you'd be like, oh, that's for sure. Okay, maybe not if maybe like Old Forester was in it, because that's pretty similar. But
yeah, but do you think we can find I've never had one that tastes like this? Maybe off smell, I don't think it's that unique off the smell.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But the taste is just phenomenal.
So I don't know. I could have got up in the morning and got one of those, and I didn't. I was even off work that Friday.
Do you wish you did?
I do. I wasn't excited for this bottle.
After seeing them all online, selling for right at retail or $20 more than retail, I too was like, maybe this isn't gonna be a good bottle. Maybe people have tried it and they're like, I'm not a fan.
Well, that wasn't even I didn't pay attention to people moving them and stuff. I just seen it said historic barrel entry, and I did look that up, and I seen that it was brought in a lower proof, still coming at 90.4, and I was like, how is this different than normal Woodford, and it's $100 more?
It is vague. I mean, the only thing that sticks out to me is that it goes in the barrel thing is low. Barrel entry is lower, but it doesn't really say what they're doing different.
I think this is bad marketing on their part. They didn't let anybody know what was in the bottle.
Yeah.
I think they're just like, yeah, we put it in at a lower proof point.
Yeah, there's not a lot of it,
Buy this for $150.
Yeah.
I agree with that, because there's not, besides that, there's nothing, it says that it absorbs more flavors at lower proof barrel entry, but...
Yeah, because, this could be like a 15-year bottle. We don't know that.
Yeah,
I'm making sure.
But they didn't even tell us that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the age statement on it.
So it's just it's a killer bottle. I don't know. They're just like, take our word for it. This is worth it.
Well, I will say this. They desperately needed a W after last year's, from what I've heard.
What was that? The chocolate?
The chocolate malt. Yeah. And I heard it was almost undrinkable.
Really?
Yeah. I heard it was real bad, because I really wanted it when I first got into bourbon. I was like, a chocolate malt bourbon? What?
I wonder if it's delicious. Scotchy. Scotchish.
Not sure. I do know I saw a bottle at the airport selling for $499, and I was like,
hashtag not worth it.
You know how when you first smell a scotch, it smells like it's going to be very perry and fruity?
No.
That's what this tastes like.
This is what you would expect the scotch to taste like after you smell it.
So this has the taste of the promise the Scots made that couldn't hold. They couldn't hold.
Exactly what he said.
No.
Listen, I don't think I've done this in a while, but I'm going in for a second pour of this.
I think I'm going to put that in my personal infinity bottle.
Fair enough.
You want you another pour of it, bub?
I still got all this, so I'm good.
You want you a little bit more, or you want to try something after the podcast?
I want to try something after the podcast.
Okay, I'm going to get me a little more of this.
All right, we want to wrap this up, boys?
I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
Scores.
Scores? Oh, yeah. What are we rating it?
Scores.
Damn.
Oh, my score has actually gone up from what I wrote down initially. So initially, Well, you want to go first?
Yeah, because I don't want to seem like I'm playing off of you guys' scores. I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
Whoa. Okay.
I didn't want to give it 9 should be virtually unattainable, but that is, as far as memorability. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay. Memorability, impression. Like if this was a person and you met them, you would remember them after walking away from them.
Nice to meet you, pal.
Nice to meet you, Masters Collection. Elizabeth McCall.
You're a good pal.
How awesome is that's probably going to be his last Master Distill.
Yeah, I mean, he actually...
that's a good way to go out.
The sumbitch should have had a better marketing thing.
Yeah. He should have called it, Pear Explosion.
Something, you know what I mean? Like, the old way.
Old ripe banana. Slippery banana. Banana split.
Ways of old. Master Collection.
Historic barrel, I guess, alludes to ways of old.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what?
It's kind of making sense now.
What if it was just like, instead of historic barrel entry, it just said, like it used to be?
That sounds more like something Long Brand, or like...
Yeah, just like a...
would do.
Okay, so here's a question. If you had to pick a celebrity that represented this bottle, who would it be?
Nick Offerman.
Adam Driver.
Oh, that's a good one. I was thinking Mark Ruffalo.
You're not going to give me Nick Offerman?
I don't know who that is.
Nick Offerman seems like his should taste like a piece of wood.
He is a woodworker, actually.
He's a woodworker.
You are right.
I feel like his would be Lumberyard. He would be the representative for Lumberyard.
And he's a tougher guy than a 90 proof, too. He's a high proof guy, probably.
Mm-hmm. That is a good one, though. He would be a bourbon.
Ooh, no, I'm taking mine back. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is too all-around lovable.
Yeah, but he brings
He's a fancy man.
But he brings. I feel like he's older and he's bringing it into the new.
That's a good, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, okay, hear me out. Now, hear me out.
All right.
What's his fucking name? I forgot his name. Indiana Jones. It's Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Ooh, that's a good one too.
Because he is historic. He was alive when they was doing it the old way.
I just said Adam Driver because he reminds me of Banana.
But there's also.
Does he remind you of Banana? That's
his
wild.
nose, his face. I don't know.
I just pulled a Shad.
You mean you pulled a Shad?
I forgot the name right as I was getting ready to say it.
I remember everything.
Clint Eastwood.
You guys are just going for older and older actors. Like, all right, we get it.
Do you think this is good the way it
so
used to be?
So you gave it an 8.8, right? I gave it an 8.2. Originally, I gave it a 7.8, but I upped it.
I gave it an 8.
Ooh.
I was going between an 8 and a 7.7, so I was right there with you.
Now, did you get the 7.7 early on, and then as you took more sips?
I did at 8 early on.
Oh, then
down to a 7.7 because I was like, I think 8 feels too high. And then I was drinking more, and I was like, yeah, it's 8. That's how I did mine. So I will average this out for us. So 8.8 plus 8. What'd you give it?
8.2.
8.2. It's 8.3 overall.
That's fucking perfect.
Felt like I was in a daggone jungle movie or something, bub. Are we going all the... We fucked that up. We just look like
8.3.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's so funny. You are the one who likes... You are non-discriminatory when it comes to bourbon, but you are a pretty conservative scorer.
I try to be.
I try to be too, and I thought that was...
If I like it, I shit on it.
I think a bourbon has to make me feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm. How does this make you feel?
Makes me feel good.
Okay.
But to like get it like a real high score. I mean, I know I gave Turkey 12 an outrageous score. I was excited to have it that day.
Yeah, but
honestly,
that
that's probably a 9.1, 9.2.
What'd you give it?
Not 9. No, but
now second. Ooh, that's something we could do.
What?
Second visits.
Well, I think
I had an idea of having a segment that's called second sips.
Second sips. After bottles have sit.
Yeah.
damn, I wish we did a first sip of Heaven Hill. That would have been a good one because we was all like, that
well,
sucks.
we can still talk about our first sip, like
That
our first
sucks.
impression.
Yeah.
but-
And we have our notes for some of them.
Yeah. But I scored it very high based on memorability. It's funny because you and I have a similar palate, but like this just stands out to me after trying, especially like the Blue Run Flight series, where the description is so flowery and they're claiming all of the stuff that you're supposed to be able to taste, and
Right.
you're like, maybe I can pick that up, but this is very straightforward with its flavor.
Yeah. It was it's historic. It was like, get what you get, and you ain't going to throw a fit.
And it's a good bottle. Good job, Woodford.
Good job. Redemption was made. I am looking forward to 19 and starting my master collection.
Let's go, Allison. Knock it out. That's 19.
Let's go, Aubrey.
McCall. Good job, Barb.
All right.
Would I get a real
wrap.
smoky flavor off this?
I smell black tar.
I smell black tar, heroin.